last time we talked about this, it was a resolution that State Senator Steve Santasaro had proposed to designate February 15 as Love is Love Day in Pennsylvania in support of the LGBTQ youth, because according to some information that I received from Steve, this was not, didn't reach the floor of the state senate. And as you know, Newtown Township is the first township in Bucks County to pass an anti-discrimination ordinance specifically to address the issues of discrimination against LGBTQ citizens in terms of discrimination in the workplace and discrimination in housing. So it makes a bit of sense that we join with other municipalities like Newtown Borough, which passed a similar resolution that's really was inspired by Steve Santasaro's resolution. And Steve said in a personal email to me that as joyful and meaningful as Valentine's Day can be, it can be equally painful for those without a partner or apart from their love. While Valentine's Day does celebrate love, Love is Love Day celebrates the love that has long been oppressed, attacked, and pushed out of view. For generations, our children, our siblings, our friends who love differently than us have been told to live and love in silence or not at all. This has, of course, led them to suffer in silence as well. LGBTQ members of our society have significantly higher rates of suicide compared to the general population. LGBTQ youth have the highest rates of suicidal activity in the nation. The attacks on those who they are and the love they share has caused extreme pain and taken lives. Again, I'm reading what Steve Santasaro has said and why he supports this. So I would like to make a resolution to adopt the Love is Love Day resolution, making February 15 Love is Love Day in Newtown Township.
I'll take it that that's a motion.
Yes.
Okay, no motion, no second.
I'll second it.
No motion, second, any discussion from the board?
Yeah, I'd like to, I support the notion of the Love is Love. I like the idea of supporting a group that has been marginalized or maybe currently marginalized. I'm not, as I said in our last meeting, I'm not fond of the idea of a specific day for a specific group. That's my opinion. I think that's exclusionary on its face. I think we passed a resolution declaring love is love in all forms. I'm okay with that and I can go along with that, but I don't like the specific call out of a specific day for a specific group. So that's my thoughts.
I wanted to just share my thoughts as well in terms of what love is, right? And I think that love is something that we expand to our neighbors, all in wherever your neighbor is, right? Not just one particular individual or group. And you know, I think there's a lot of people out there, besides the particular group in the discussion, that also suffer from loneliness and depression that can also benefit from, you know, a Love is Love Day.
And I think I said at the last meeting, I wholeheartedly support the resolution. I think we do need to send make a statement of support. Maybe it gets up to Harrisburg, and maybe the legislature can, you know, do something that's more effective and meaningful. You know, ours is a show of support, and of course everything that John said. I mean, I had trouble growing up as an adolescent. I can't imagine struggling with my sexual identity at that point. In addition to that, so yeah, I'd be okay either way. I just think we need to send a support, a show of support, whether we attach a specific day, or as Kyle said, we do love for all of our neighbors, whatever they might be going through. I'm okay with either of those.
it sounds like all of us here are in love with love, so, I guess the, one item here, and I don't know if you, maybe I'll bring it up for, discussion from the public, but if you were to amend it, and not picking a particular day, but basically, stating that we do understand that there are some people out there, whether they're in the gay community or in states of depression or just states of loneliness, that need love, a hug, or whatever you want to call it. And I'm just wondering and think about it. I mean, if you wanted to amend and not give it a particular date, basically what this board is saying is that, love is every day. I mean, love is what you extend to your neighbors and friends. But I will open it to the public. If anyone has any comments on this topic, please come up to the podium and voice your opinion.
Hello, I'm Joe O'Neill from Newtown Grant. I was also on the Human Rights Commission that you put together last year, and so thank you for doing that in the first place. I was aware of a letter that was given to the Board of Supervisors concerning this issue, and I put together some words here to perhaps give some more clarity around what is the intent behind this. Across our Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, teenagers grow and develop and struggle to discover who they are through relationships with family, friends, and the world at large. Who they love is integral to their development. However, this development is particularly challenged with social disapproval for LGBTQ youth. These children of our state are more likely to commit suicide, too. And while the letter to the board dismisses suicide with many challenged groups as a non-issue, I believe this board and the legislature of Pennsylvania have a duty to improve the general welfare of its young citizens so that the desire in harming themselves because they are LGBT is diminished. And that's the heartfelt purpose of Pennsylvania's and Newtown Township's Love is Love Day for February 15th. It is a day to let LGBT youth affirm who they are in a state where the law still allows employers to legally discriminate against LGBTQ citizens and the youth. These children are growing up in a state where a gay family member can marry in a same-sex marriage, but then get fired from their job because they are gay when they go to work. These LGBT youth continue to see and to be targeted by bullies, further perpetuating their despair and expressing who they are. Not all LGBT youth can express themselves on Valentine's Day. I certainly couldn't back when I was a teenager. It takes a brave young man or woman to do that in the face of family objections and peer pressure. By passing Love is Love Day, we, the citizens of Pennsylvania, merely embrace them for who they are so that they can grow to be happy adults who are appreciated in our state, in our township. Thanks.
Good evening. I'm Mercy Ingraham. I'm the Vice Chair of the Newtown Township Human Relations Commission. And as most of you know, this commission was founded because we do not have protection in this township for these vulnerable people. The resolution that we're looking at tonight focuses on the youth of our community, specifically the LGBTQ youth. Youth, by their very definition, are most vulnerable. And my understanding in the role of government and those of us who are adults is that it's our job to protect vulnerable children. This is what we're looking at. The resolution addresses the special needs of this special group. I'm sure most of you are aware, and I think we've said it already tonight, that this is a group that is of high risk for suicide. This is a group that is of high risk for bullying and for discrimination and for harassment. This is why young people end their lives. I personally know of a young woman who took her life at the age of 25, and this was her issue. So I urge this body and this community to support this resolution. Thank you.
Greg Zarnota, and I'm with Newtown Grant, right across the street here. Who's going to vote against love? That's what it comes down to. Love is love. I mean, in this day and age, when so many stupid things are going on, there's another shooting in Milwaukee, shooting in Chester or Philly, day in, day out. What's wrong with just saying, on February 15th, Valentine's Day, love is love? No big deal. To go against it is just like, are you against love?